What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and today is Taco Tuesday. If you don't know what that means we have 3 discounted plays throughout the day. The first one is Cole Ragans, which is great. He's discounted from 7 to 5.5. I really like the MLB ones probably more than any because they're very consistent. And yeah, I will have a play in today's video for this one here. Taco Tuesday, always a great day because we are getting discounted on these players right here. I will say yesterday's play, obviously, it didn't go the right direction. It didn't go the right way. But I will say these are still very heavily correlated, right? If you guys, saw Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, I think Darnell Mooney had 2 catches last night. Both of them were big time catches. He had 1 catch for 42 yards. I know that was his first catch of the night in the third quarter. But yeah, obviously these guys went way over. Atlanta Falcons won. Congrats to them. And Kirk Cousins, he came back. He had a 2-minute drill, and I think he threw another 40-yard pass to Darnell Mooney. So again, Darnell Mooney, he got 88 yards. He had a good night. He only had 2 catches, but he did have 2 big catches, right? So if he had 88 yards, that goes into 88 yards of Kirk Cousins as well, and that sent him over, right? So again, these are very correlated. I told you guys, the worse Kirk Cousins does, the worse, or the better off we are taking the lesses. The better Kirk Cousins does, the better off we are taking the mores, right? So this does happen, right? I say it all the time with Counter-Strike. I say it all the time with NFL, even soccer right here. We want it to go one way or the other way. And unfortunately, we went the wrong way on both of these plays right here, but they're still very correlated, right? It'd actually be a lot worse if we were to see one of these things go green and one of these things see red, because our strategy is with correlation right here. You can see the same thing in soccer. These guys had I think they're women. These women had pretty much the same lines right here, and these 2 women pretty much ended with the same passing totals as well, because these women are going to be passing to each other back and forth and stuff like that throughout the back. The goalkeeper, the midfielder, they're going to be passing to each other in soccer. So very correlated. They're either going to go over together or under together. And then same thing with NFL here. So obviously not what you like to see. I will say, actually this week on this YouTube channel, we've been doing really, really well. Had some really close losses as well, but I sent this one out on Friday. I sent this one out on Saturday right here. I didn't make a video on Sunday, so sorry about that. Was busy with some family stuff. But then this one I also sent out Saturday, and we missed by 0.5 yards. So again, these are 10Xs at the end of the day. They're not the easiest thing to hit. And if you hit one of them, you're 10Xing your money. So after you hit 10 of them, you're able to pay back 10 different slips right there. So as long as we hit 1 in 9 of them, 1 in 8 of them, we're going to be profitable in the long term. And that is kind of what our goal is right here. Sometimes we also have days like this. I think this was last Thursday. Maybe this was I think this was Thursday. This was the night that we hit that Thursday night football game. And then I also hit 2 more on the VIP. So we hit 3 10Xs and then also did really well with some 2-mans. And we went up 37 units in one day. So absolutely insane. We were able to do that in one day. This is our performance over the past 3 months. I will say it's a little bit lower than this. I haven't done the update yet, but it's probably right around like maybe the mid 270s or mid 280s. So something like that. But again, this is over the past 3 months. Very, very profitable betting. And we are up 80, 70, 80, 90 units every single month since I have been tracking this. And again, this is since May 17th. So right around that 3.5 month mark right here. And yeah, this is the performance that we have been tracking with. So let's go ahead and get into the plays for the day. So first play of the day is going to be a Counter-Strike 2-man. It's honestly been a while since I've done a Counter-Strike 2-man, just because I've been sending out a lot of NFL plays whenever it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or football plays. And yeah, obviously no football on tonight. It's Tuesday, and there is a later CSGO line out tonight, which is great. So this game is happening at 5 p.m., and I'm taking the more and more. So this team right here is playing this team right here. And the reason why I am taking the mores is because it is correlated based off of game length. So like I said, we try to aim for correlation. That is our strategy. And it is served us really well. You saw the performance, right, over the past 3 months. So we're taking the more and mores because if a longer game happens, let's say it goes the distance, let's say it goes into overtime, it's very likely that these 2 players are going to go over their projections, because the more rounds that happen in Counter-Strike, the more kills that are generated in those rounds, right? So a longer game happens, there's more rounds in a longer game. The more rounds in those longer game, that's where people get kills. So the more long of a game that happens, the more likely both of these guys are going to go over. And you could say the same thing with the opposite side, right? If it's a very short game, one team blows the other team out of the water, then the lesses may hit, and both these guys may go less, right? But that is what we want, right? We either want them to go less and less, or we want them to go more and more. And again, it's instead of two separate things needing to happen in a two-man, we just need one thing needing to happen. We just need a longer game right here, and that is correlation. I know a lot of you guys know what correlation is because of the NFL. It's very popular in NFL betting, but you can find correlation. I honestly think correlation's a little bit better even in Counter-Strike, and that's really how we have built up a lot of our bankroll in esports, Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends, stuff like that. So take this. Again, it is these two teams playing each other at 5 p.m. Take the Morse together, and that is going to be serve you really well with that correlation. Now, second play of the day, we're going to take the Taco. Cole Ragans over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts. Don't really have to say anything else about that. His line's normally 7. Every other book you'll see out there is going to have him around 7, 7.5, whatever you may say. And then now they're reducing him to 5.5. So we're definitely going to take that. And then I am taking Zach Wheeler to go less than 40 pitcher fantasy score. I found this line on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Let me hop in there and show you guys exactly how I found the Zach Wheeler line right here and why it is such a good play. All right, you guys, so here we are on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. You can see I'm under the PrizePicks tab. I'm going to go ahead, click refresh, just so we have the most up-to-date lines here. And you can see by far the best play on PrizePicks right now is this Zach Wheeler under 40 fantasy score. It is giving it an odds to hit of close to 58%, which is insane. All of these other lines that you can look at here, they're right around like 54. So you're getting like 3% higher than any other line on PrizePicks. That's what the optimizer is showing you. And what I love is it is showing you also what the line is on other books right here. So on PrizePicks, it's 40. And then on DraftKings, on Caesar, and on Bovada, it is right around 36. So 3 other books are saying it should be more like 36. On PrizePicks, we're getting it at 40. So on PrizePicks, we're going to take it under because all these 3 other books that are billion-dollar books, they take so many lines and they make so much money off of non-profitable sports bettors. They're saying it should be more like 36. We're going to trust them. They are huge books for a reason. They have millions of dollars worth of data and research backing these lines that they give out for MLB, NBA, NFL, all these types of games, and we are going to take him under 40 fantasy score. So again, based on this optimizer, it is by far the best play on PrizePicks right now, is Zach Wheeler under 40 fantasy score. So that is what I'm going with and pairing it up with the Taco. Again, if you're watching this video a little bit later and it is not Cole Ragans, is another Taco, is probably going to be like WNBA or something like that, you can still pair it up with Zach Wheeler if the line is 40 or maybe even 39. You could also do under. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is how I found the play. You can use code detective and get 25% off your first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. If you wanted to do that as well, that'll be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.